this is another moment with David. My name is David Adebayo Fua. Going to today's issue, in my last video I spoke about the politics of rivers, and within 24 hours my prediction came. I said Fubara was going to beg, but today I want to talk about the election, the Supreme Court judgment, because a lot of people have been calling me this and that. You are supporting. I said, well, you see, the truth is that I do not have anything against our former vice president, His Excellency Abubakar Atiku, nor our former governor Peter Obi. But I think a lot of people are driven by emotion and sentiment. I do not know. With the evidences, the first thing I discovered was that Peter Obi and Atiku were not treating the matter that matters. What are the matter that matter? It's about rigging of election. You need to go and get your evidences to prove that the election was rigged. Now, you were fighting APC and fighting the INEC together. So if that was what you want to do, so that you can justify that you won the election, concentrate on that. But coming to bring issues that the president did not graduate and he's not fit to contest. Now we've gone all through all this. You went to the what will I call the tribunal. If you listen to the tribunal very well, with an objective mindset, you will know that you can predict the outcome of Supreme Court, because what does the Supreme Court does? The Supreme Court reviews. That's what it does. It reviews all the legal event around cases, around the issue you have brought. And according to the law, which I'm not very conversant with, I'm not a legal person, I'm not a lawyer or a judge, that you cannot bring new evidences. It is based on what they review it and check. What is their review? Their review is to see whether the evidences you produced are substantial enough, or the judgment did not put all your review into all your evidences into account before declaring its own judgment. Now, when we got to the Supreme Court, you were claiming the man did not go to school, the man forged the certificate. You should have known that this was a lost battle. Immediately, the University of Chicago, the first question every Nigerian must find out is, did President Ahmed Tinubu, did he attend University of Chicago? The University of Chicago said yes. Did he graduate from University of Chicago? Yes. There was no evidence, there was no proof, either from the school or from any other source or quarter that, okay, he gained admission but he dropped out. And we know that there are some people who have been rusticated. Now, the issue is now that the certificate issued by the University of Chicago 1973 was not what President Ahmed Tinubu presented to the INEC. Look, let's be sincere, you don't need to be a judge or a lawyer. They were not substantial evidence. It is not a substantial case to deny him of not being able to contest or to remove him from office. Because now, was he issued a certificate from University of Chicago? Yes. The question is, why didn't he present it? His lawyer was smart enough to say he misplaced the certificate. And according to the system of American education, because a lot of Nigerian schools are abroad, if you misplace your certificate, you can apply through third party to get the certificate. Of course, you should know that you cannot get the signature of the VC or the chancellor of 1973 either in 1993. So those cases, and I look at it, when I preview everything, I see that Peter Obi and Atiku have just proven that Tinubu was well prepared for this election. He would have observed all this. And I think the lawyers he employed, they've looked at all the areas, because you left the main thing that matters, and we're dealing with it. Now became like a personal vendetta. It was becoming the bitterness, the anger, the hatred you have for him. You are not treating the issue of, look, this guy rigged election, let's treat it from that place. You were not talking about the rigging of election. Maybe if you have concentrated on that, you might win. But you're not talking about certificate. And when you have gone to the US and they've confirmed that he graduated, you should know. You are now saying, okay, he didn't present the certificate. I don't know. If he didn't present the certificate and you own your lawyer, and that's why I think the lawyers of Peter Obi and Atiku must have deceived Atiku and Obi, maybe because of the money they will charge, because they should have seen all these things. They should have known that these things are not substantial enough to get this man out of office as the president. And that's why maybe we should go back to the opinion that some people have raised, that let us always finish all court cases, tribunal cases before. That is probably, maybe we should go beyond this 90 days or 180 days. Let's maybe make it 9 months or 1 year before the president, after election has been declared by INEC. You cannot be fighting those two people together. It looks as if we are not really organized. It looks as if your lawyers were just, interested in the monetary aspect they want to gain from you. They should have told you that, look, you cannot win this man with this way. And the man was smart. So you are just helping Tinubu to prove to the world that he is a prepared and a smart politician. That is just it. A lot of people might still come up and say, no, he's a liar. He's a liar. He rigged the election. If he's about rigging, let Peter Obi and Atiku concentrate on the allegation of rigging, not going back to certificates. So what are the moral lessons? Now, unfortunately, okay, let's agree that Peter Obi won. There's a question I want to ask everybody. Why couldn't Peter Obi's party, Labour Party, win one single state in Nigeria? It shows that they don't understand politics. They become an entertainer unconsciously. They were just going around gallivanting. You are not speaking to issues. You are talking about demerit and this one. In fact, let me tell you, in truth and fact, in politics, you don't say everything you want to do. You don't say everything you want to do. Just come on, I will build this mountain, I will turn this rock to sand, I will sell this to America, I will sell this. You don't see, in politics, even in the global this thing, there are some things we are saying, there are some foreign powers are observing and say, this guy don't seem to align with our own agenda. You better say, Obeyumi Kwan. That was the game Tinubu played. It doesn't matter whether you like him or not. And I have predicted, at this point now, at this junction, what I'm even scared that Peter Obi might not have any chances again. So these are my two predictions ahead. Number one, let me speak about Atiku. The chances, if you listen to what Atiku said, he said, I'm here. He has not been able to diffuse what he's trying to say. He has not expatiate. But that means a lot. Some are saying maybe he's saying he's not going to go to Dubai, he's going to stay in Nigeria. But I think what Atiku is saying is that he wants to recontest in 2027, and that's where he's going to have problem with PDP, because looking at somebody like Saraki is also interested. Saraki is also interested, so they might have clash, and some other people will raise their head up in 2023 and 2027 to contest for PDP aspiration. And if care is not taken, that could be what will usher PDP into their graveyard. They could be buried. The party could just crumble and die. Because when they start happening like that, from state level, people begin to migrate to the powerful party that they feel more safer and they are sure. Because in everything you are doing, there's personal interest. It is just the ratio of personal interest that differs. Everybody has personal interest. Stop deceiving yourself. Our politicians, they think about themselves. Look, everybody is trying to protect themselves. The only difference within the Western ones and our own ones is that most of the developed nations, as those people know how to match their personal interest with the people's interest. But yeah, most people, the spirit of greed has possessed them so much that all is personal interest.